You're supposed to play football from Oklahoma.
Yeah. Let's pick up the horn. But I'm tripping unless you came from Oklahoma and you play horn.
You're supposed to play football
It doesn't stack up. I'm not.
Doesn't fit together.
You got some kind of musical family or something?
My father was a musician.
Did you learn to teach how to play?
No, he didn't teach me how to play.
You taught yourself?
For the most part.
The album that says that you failed your course on chord progressions or something.
Yeah.
That gave me hope.
I just made a clam on the piano.
I'll tell you, you guys got it.
Listen to him.
Want to take a take on this?
Sure. You like it that deliberate?
It's nice, man. It's all right. Is about ready? Okay. Chetty? Chetty?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Don't forget the do-wahs, you know what I mean? All right, here we go.
I'll wait for you.
All right. 3 and...
Wait a minute.
4.
Let's just do it.
Yeah,
Or you want to rehearse the intro again?
I think I got it.
Okay.
3.
Whenever you're ready, then.
Okay, we're ready.
Are we rolling in the booth?
Yes, we are.
Go ahead, Frank.
Hold on a second, wait. I mean, are they rolling?
Ready, Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, let's go.
3 and 4 and...
Imagination is funny. It makes a cloudy day sunny. Makes a bee think of honey. Just as I think of you.
Meeting Chet Baker probably changed my life forever. I was going to college at the time, and I was promoting a jazz night at the Hague Club, a little club off of Wilshire Boulevard. And one night, Chet Baker dropped in. Jerry Mulligan was the saxophone player that evening. They hadn't really met. I think Chet was playing with Charlie Parker at the Tiffany Club, which is about 4 blocks away. And he just, at the end of, I guess, the engagement at that night at the Tiffany, came in and just sat in. And it was so fresh and so natural, you know, that natural talent that it started to change the whole picture there. In fact, the next week, I hired Chet and Jerry to play together. And by the 3rd week, they had booked Red Norvo's trio into the club, and Red didn't have a piano. He played, you know, Tel Farlow and Charlie Mingus on bass and guitar. He said, I don't want the piano on the stage, you know, store it somewhere where there was no place. The Hague was so small, I think it held 52 people. The owner, John Bennett, put it in his apartment. And Jerry said, it makes no difference. He says, you know, I can play just as well without a piano. And so the Jerry Mulligan Quartet was born.
Imagination is silly.
Days, you know, of hearing Chet and Jerry at the Hague were probably some of the greatest experiences I've ever had in jazz. And I've been producing jazz records for 40 years now, and I produce some of the greatest musicians. But I think Chet is one of the most unique players. And I got him at the best time in his life. He was just a kid, you know. He was 22 years of age, just out of the Army. He hadn't had junk yet. He was smoking some pot, but he hadn't gotten into a habit. And so I got the best years and some of the best music that he ever played. And it was a thrill. It wasn't long before Chet really, you know, went past Jerry in a sense. He was, you know, becoming so bright in what he was doing that he had to have his own thing. And then it caused difficulty because Jerry resented the fact that Chet was no longer going to be a sideman, which broke up probably one of the best jazz quartets of the day. At his best, I don't think anybody played any better than Chet Baker on trumpet. Because he sounded to me like he was the history of jazz. There was Louis Armstrong, and there was Vic Spiderbeck, and there was Bunny Berrigan, all rolled into one. It had that spark that Bunny had, and the lyrical quality that Vic Spiderbeck had, and yet Chet was always fresh and new. He never really played cliches.
Sign the back of it, imagination. Never heard anybody sing so soft.
Oh, yeah.
You sing soft, but it keeps going, you know, it just keeps going and going and going, and it stays the
horn.
same, yeah.
It
just
sounds
keeps
like the
going.
horn.
Yeah, like at that end, when you played at the end of that one song there.
Okay.
You're not gonna let me carry your horn, huh?
No.
Come on, Chet. I could be a world champion by the end of this year.
So, Frank, you're not going to come over and have enchilada,
That's the limit?
tostada?
Don't change your hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little funny Valentine. Stay.